Presented to you, Tesla Motors, a publicly traded American company led by CEO Elon Musk. The company aims to accelerate the world's transition to sustainable energy. We focus on Tesla's expansion into the Chinese market and restrict our scope to electric vehicle product line. China is developing an increased awareness towards environmental issues. More than 50% of consumers are considering buying electric vehicles, and the government has announced a pilot program that provides subsidies to up to $8,000. However, the Chinese government has a strong preference towards local companies, setting up tax up to 42% for foreign producers.
Tesla's main competitors in the Chinese car market are Audi, BMW, Mercedes-Benz, and Chinese electric startup automakers such as BYD. Its competitors are able to provide much lower prices as a result of avoiding the government's taxes.
There are currently 3 models available: Model X, S, and 3. Model X and S have really high price tag, and production for Model 3 will start in 2017. All models are 100% electric powered and offers features such as autopilot system and 17-inch touchscreen.
Tesla has its own company-owned stores and galleries. Its supercharger network are also strategically placed along well-traveled highways. In terms of current promotional strategy, Tesla mainly relies on free publicity aimed through press coverage, reviews, and word of mouth. Based on the situational analysis, we have created a SWOT diagram. Our recommendations will be focused on reinforcing product and locational excellence in the Chinese market, as well as improving Tesla's weaknesses and threats. Our chosen target segment represents the Chinese middle class with an annual income of approximately $15,000 to $40,000 USD. Customers within this segment are budget conscious, which signifies their search for a vehicle with more benefits at a price that is similar to the average car price in the market. This target segment was chosen because the segment size of the middle class is much larger and it is growing at an unprecedented rate. We will be focusing on Tesla's Model 3 since its potential buyers represents a vast majority of the Chinese population. For the Chinese mass car market, Tesla Motors is the safest and most customer-satisfied car vehicle among all car companies. Their advanced features such as autopilot, fuel savings, and extreme acceleration sets them apart from their counterparts. In short, Tesla offers more benefits for the same cost.
Tesla's current brand image is of sports cars technology such as the autopilot features, speed, and environmental protection. However, while Tesla currently spends most of their focus on the driver's seat, studies show that the Chinese prefer cars with lots of backseat room that are comfortable and luxurious.
Its external design is that of $1 million car. Its driving experience is that of a car costing more than $200,000, but its backseat is that of a $15,000 to $20,000 car.
Tesla should look to improve this problem by slightly altering their vehicles in the Chinese market to better fit their customers' needs. In addition, as Tesla is constantly looking to reduce costs, the Model 3 is anticipated to have a steel body instead of Tesla's typical aluminum frame. Because of this, steel would become rusted out in around 10 years. Decreasing quality will benefit Tesla in the short run with lowering costs, but it could harm the brand image in the long run. Tesla should develop a spray-on wax and oil coating to protect the body of their vehicles.
In the Chinese market, Tesla Model 3 will be subject to shipping costs, taxes, and import duties.
All of our sales in China are effectively at quite a high penalty.
With all these extra costs, the final price of a car can increase by 30%, which can discourage our target segment from purchasing it. This segment is budget conscious, so at a higher price, they would prefer cheaper alternatives. To address this issue, the company should invest in building a factory in China.
We move to local production.
Production and delivery for this model won't start until mid-2017, so the firm has time to build this factory. However, if Tesla fails to find a way of producing their vehicles in China, the company should incentivize consumers to purchase the Model 3 by implementing financing programs. For instance, as done in the past with the Model S, Tesla should implement zero down payments and zero interest rates financing programs. Such programs will greatly benefit our target segment because it provides other means of purchasing the vehicle if customers are budget conscious or are limited by their income.
Tesla's current play strategy consists of reaching out to customers through company-owned galleries located in high-traffic areas. Cars are sold directly to customers instead of using a traditional car dealership network. However, this strategy has some drawbacks. For instance, building and operating the galleries in these areas is expensive, and customers are not able to conveniently test drive and experience Tesla's developed technologies such as extreme acceleration. To address these issues, Tesla should open fewer stores in areas with high traffic, and instead choose locations in auto malls, which is a building cluster of multiple car dealers. Even though being grouped together increases immediate competition, the auto mall becomes a target destination for car buyers and benefits Tesla by lowering advertising and property cost. In addition, these locations will allow potential buyers to conveniently test drive and experience Tesla car features such as extreme acceleration and autopilot.
The most effective promotion channel in China is word of mouth, as recommendations both offline and online have become the most important factor in the online shopping decision. Social network circles in China are much smaller and different from those in other parts of the world, with a heavier emphasis on person-to-person communication instead of person to a large following. The Model 3 should not be marketed as a luxurious novelty electric vehicle, but instead as a reliable and safe choice. In order to do this, the lack of understanding around the car's ability to get a charge and go on long trips must be addressed.
By the end of next year, we will double the number of superchargers and quadruple the number of destination chargers. So you will be able to go virtually anywhere.
These misconceptions are affecting Tesla's sales in China. Informative promotional content is needed to address the lack of awareness and misconceptions of the vehicle's capabilities. The promotional content should put a heavy emphasis on the impressive range of the Model 3 and provide statistics regarding charging locations and charging speeds. Merging informative promotion with word of mouth, for example by creating informative, shareable content, would be a successful promotion strategy which would heavily benefit Tesla.
Audio Jungle.